Hello, this is MC Yoda, and welcome back to my Longplay world. It's been a minute since I've played this world. I might talk about that a little bit later. We'll see. But I want to introduce you to my two new friends. They don't have names. They need names. Well, I think I got a name for this one. We need a name for this one. Actually, speaking of names, I have actually converted this world to... You look in the top right corner, 26.2. And yeah, so I came in the world just for a couple of minutes to make sure that it loaded up okay. Nothing looked out of place. And this little orange guy was hanging around our orange ghast. And I ran down and I had some fish and I tamed him. And then when I went over to go put the fish away, a black cat went scooting by. And I got him too. So we got a few new pets. And now with the new version, name tags are very, very easily craftable. So we can actually name our friends now, which is awesome. Let's see. We need nuggets of any kind, right? I believe that is the case. Oh, is it almost time? Almost time. Not quite. And there it is. 18:32 on my clock is when it's time to sleep. Let's see. Let's make 9 name tags for now. Let's see. So I had a name for my black cat. And the black cat is going to be named Cole. Get it? There you go. And I've got my Siamese cat and my calico cat that have been hanging out for a long time, and they need names. So we've got, we'll go Sam. And of course, Callie. There we go. So our Siamese is going to be Sam, and our calico that is getting shoved into the corner here by the villagers. You are Callie. Very nice. Awesome. All right. Oh, we also need to name the ghast. The ghast needs a name. You know, he's big and he's orange. I got a perfect name for him. Let's see. Let's see if is that spelled right? I don't know. Cantaloupe. He's big and orange. There you go. You're Cantaloupe now. Very nice. I need a name for the orange cat. So somebody give me a name for that one and we will name it next time. Anyway, I need to reacquaint myself with this world because, like I said, it's been a little bit since I've played it, and I have to kind of remember where I was. Let's see. Let's start over here. Of course, we have the storage pit. We going on? Oh, we do have an automatic block breaker here. Very nice. Very good. We got some potion brewing already. What's on here? Weakness. Okay, yep, that was for the... that's right, because we've been doing the villagers. Of course we have potions. We got a snowman. We've got our farms over here. And we've got a beacon. That's right. Yep. I was clearing out this bit of land over here. And there's that bit of land right there. We got our extremely crude, very, very crude wall. And let's see. Okay, we got our cow crusher over here. Oh, that's right. We have bees. We have a bee farm. Very nice. How are they doing? They're doing pretty good. Oh, there we go. We can make some of this. Zinc gave me an idea for doing some automation on the bee farm. I could try that in this world. That'd be fun to do. Let's put that on the slate of things to do. The old library. This has been a project and a half. Where was I at with this? I feel like I've completed the texturizing, the randomization of the bookshelves. So that has gotten finished. It looks like I need to start putting some decorations on all of the shelves up there. I wanted to put chandeliers in here. That's right. I want a nice big chandelier in the middle, then maybe 2 like small ones on those bits there. That's something I still need to do. Oh, I still love that stained glass. It looks so good. Looks so good. Just totally random, but it looks so good. So good. It almost looks better than if I tried to do some kind of pattern, you know? Anyway. Oh, that's right. The whole front of this, nothing has been done to the front end of this. Yeah, we'll need to figure something out eventually. And, oh, golden carrots in my hand. And, of course, there's no exterior on this thing yet. We have to design an entire exterior. Yeah, okay. We got our iron farm over here, and I see the ladder. Okay, we must have automation down here. Yep, okay. We've got the, they're turning into blocks there and bone blocks here. Very nice. Very nice. And I thought we had... Yeah, that's right. Okay, yep. This is our stone machine. It's not the fastest pickaxe, but it doesn't really have to be for this farm. Yes, we use silk touch if we want stone. And we use not silk touch if we want cobble. There we go. Very nice. There's our nether portal. And let's see. Where's our nether portal go to? This goes over to our XP farm, right? Yeah. So that would be... Is that it over there? No, probably not. That's probably stronghold. This is probably the stronghold to get to the end portal. Oh. Oh. That's the stronghold down there. Yeah, we're going to have to eventually get this portal down there as well. Yep, okay, that's something we need to do. So then I guess I need to find the... Oh, that's probably it right there. I have Voxy working, so I've got, I can see now. This is probably the XP farm over here. Ah, see, look, I can still see that one way over there now. Yep, here. Oh, that's right. This is the... And this is... Oh, what's... Eric the Cleric. How you doing, buddy? I haven't seen you in a while. Nice. Do I have anything up here? Not much. Okay. Nice. Okay. We got a bed over here to sleep. Enchanting setup. Of course. All of this. A whole bunch of... I got XP that has been sitting around waiting for me, apparently. Very nice. Oh yeah, yep. Oh, that's right. We got our piston, or I'm sorry, dispenser maker that we can use all of our bows on. We have to preload this, don't we? Yeah, we have to preload this. I don't know how to make this work that's not just preloaded with cobble and redstone. So I just have to know that I only can do 16 more until that machine kind of has to be reloaded. All right. Is that like everything? Am I fully reacquainted with my world now? I feel like there's probably not much more. Oh, look at all that junk I just picked up. I really should have dumped that in the chest. I think I got this netherite in the last episode, I believe. Yeah, I think last episode I got netherite down there. We're not going to go down there. There's nothing to see down there. Alright, okay, excellent. We are, like I said, we are reacquainted with our world, so now... What do I need to do? So if you're new to this series and you're still here, you haven't left already. This is just me playing Minecraft. This is a little bit different than my normal content, where my normal content is a little bit more edited and you know, a little bit more energetic and snappy and everything. This is pretty chill. This is just me playing Minecraft for a couple hours at my own pace, and you're just here joining me. So I hope you enjoy that. I try to speak. You can tell that I try to speak a little bit more relaxed in this one. I'm trying not to be super hypeful and blah blah blah. I try to just kind of chill out with this one. This is something where you can just throw it on in the background and just hang out with me for a while you're doing whatever you're doing, whatever you do when you watch YouTube videos. Do I have? Oh, that's right. Okay, I do have a ender chest. Okay, yeah. Okay, I got fortune already. Maybe we could go to the end. What is in here? What's in this shulker box? Oh, my rockets. Okay, that's good to know. Do I still have the thing? Oh, I don't have the thing. Oh, no, it is. It's showing me. It's just they're all the same. Okay. Is it Control Alt Left Shift? What is that? Okay, that's I think is the view that I normally like. I might have to see about changing the settings on that. We could possibly go to the end and get more shulker boxes, and maybe do I need like a backup set of wings? That's something we might be able to do today. Do I have backup wings? I don't see any backup wings. That actually might not be a bad idea. It's actually been a while since I've been to the end in like any of my Minecraft worlds. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not feeling the inspiration spark at the moment to start getting back into this. These guys still... Yeah, because I could like replace their torches with candles. I could really decorate this place up a bit. Oh, man. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I got all these guys. I got most of them really, really cheap. Nice. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to the end. Let's go, because we have wings now. We can get around the end a lot easier this way. We could go fight some shulkers and get some of their shells, so that we can actually... I'm guessing I don't have very many of those. I only had 3 in there. I would probably have shulker shells in here if I had any. Let's do that. Let's do that. So let's go ahead and get, let's see, let's fill up our rockets. Let's get some more rockets out. I like to have a backup set on me, and then I like to have some in there that I can just go in and double click and get them. Refill my carrots. Excellent, excellent, very good. All right, let's do it. Let's go find ourselves some more shulker shells, and perhaps you know what? I lost my, I probably lost my map, haven't I? Yeah, I think this is just loaded. Yeah, this is, well, maybe not. Okay, no, maybe I haven't lost my map. Okay. I guess when I made the 26.2 instance of the game, it actually copied that across. That was good. I thought I was going to lose all of that. All right. Let's see. The end portal was this way. Let's see if we can remember how to get to it. I mean, I'm not going to remember how to get to it. Let's hope we marked our way to it in a decent fashion. So tonight, I'm actually, so normally whenever I do these, it's pretty much an entire evening. I usually play for about 3 hours. I play for about an hour and a half, and then I take a little bit of a break. And then I play for another hour and a half, and then we call that the episode. It's pretty late here. It's already 8 o'clock at night. I'm not a night owl. I go to bed pretty early, because I get up early for work every day. I'm just used to it for, doing that for years and years and years. So I will probably play the first half of it. Oh, look, this comes right down into the portal room. It's like we did that on purpose or something. Nice. I don't remember us finding this, if that was intentional or what that was. What is this going on down here? Oh, I think that's how we found the portal room when we first were exploring it, isn't it? Yeah, I bet it is. Anyway, as I was saying, it's already pretty late at night here. So instead of playing for an hour and a half and then taking a break and then playing for another hour and a half, I'm going to play for an hour and a half and I'm going to go to bed. And then I'm going to go to work. And then I'm going to play the other half of this tomorrow evening after work. And then probably get this up on Tuesday. All right. So, hey, our egg is still there. I learned from watching my friend Zink's videos that if you resummon a dragon and you haven't removed that egg, it goes bye-bye. So we're going to have to be really careful if and when we decide to summon another dragon that I actually remove that thing. All right, this is our portal up. So let's go see. Once we get up there, we should hopefully see if our mini-map remembers where we've been and we could maybe go a different direction. Whoa, boy. Okay. I mean, I have wings. I really don't like that weird coloring. Don't love it. Don't love it. The way that I'm okay. I'm not here to complain about stuff. What am I doing? I'm not here to whine and complain. Well, we've explored quite a bit of this, haven't we? Holy cow! Did it take us that long to find wings the first time? Jeez! Whoa! I'll tell you what. Let's go south. We'll go south and see if we can find ourselves more wings. And shulker shells. Really shulker shells, but it's always nice to have backup wings just in case tragedy strikes. Exploring the end is so much nicer once you get your first pair of wings. It's almost kind of pleasant flying over everything like this. Remember to keep looking around for cities. Well, I hope you are doing okay. I hope if you were one who was enjoying this series, I hope you're still around and you're still watching my channel and able to come back into the series with me. I think, like I said earlier, that I kind of I haven't played this one in a while. I think kind of, late last year, I kind of got burned out. And I know it every YouTuber, I swear, says it. Like, oh, I got burned out. I was burned out. It almost feels cliche to say that. But, so it wasn't just kind of like I didn't feel like doing it, so I'm going to tell everyone that I was burned out. I really just completely lost interest in playing Minecraft, making YouTube videos with it. Oh, look at this. No pirate ship. Pirate ship. Why do I always assume the boats in this game are pirates? No ship, so no wings, but we can get in here and maybe get ourselves some shulkers. Might be easier if we come in from the top. Yeah, no, I really kind of just I was struggling. Like I almost just gave up on the game. It's completely because I just wasn't really enjoying it anymore. That was actually why I did the Minecraft 2012 series, was to try to regain my interest. How did he tell? Usually they don't teleport that quickly. I'm gonna need my shield, aren't I? Yeah. Oh, where did he go? Yeah, anyway, there it is. I really got to the point where like I almost just kind of stopped the whole YouTube thing. I was that kind of burned out on it. The 2012 game, I really did that just to try to regain my enjoyment of the game, try to rediscover what I liked about it. And I believe I even said that in the first episode of that series, that was kind of the goal of that, the whole purpose of that. And that helped. That kind of got me back into the game a little bit mentally, and that definitely helped. It definitely made me want to start doing some more, and which is what I've been doing. So, and I got it. Oh, nice. Oh, gosh, these things. Oh, I really don't like dealing with these guys. And then I'm going to just fall as soon as it lets go. And I did see a shell down there from one of those guys that I killed. Anyway, so I may not continue the 2012 world because I think that kind of it served its purpose. And I realized after playing it for a while that once the nostalgia of that version wore off, I realized I was just kind of playing a version of Minecraft that wasn't as good. Because while there's... Oh, God, I'm going to die. These guys are going to kill me, aren't they? I need to pay attention. Why are they... Are they coming from below me? How is that hitting me? Okay. Oh my gosh. I really don't like dealing with shulkers. I really don't. This is one thing I loved about SMPs is someone else would deal with this and then you would just buy the shulkers from them. I do miss that. Why do I have this in? Oh, those are purple blocks. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, I think that the 2012 world has served its purpose. And oh gosh. Okay, guy. I can't think and speak at the same time. I can't deal with these guys and speak. Okay. I've lost my train of thought anyway. I wonder how many of their shells I'm missing because I can't get to their drops. Oh, no. Just let me back in the room. Okay. Ah, this is relaxing, isn't it? This is really stressful, actually. Okay. How many shells have I gotten? 5. Are there any more inside here? Let's see. What's going on here? Are they all outside? Oh, of course, that's an ender chest. What's in here? Bane of Arthropod spear? Those are decent boots. That's a good pickaxe. I'll take it all. Why not? What was I... Oh, I don't have a crafting table. Oh, I can't... Can I not craft a crafting table? Let's see. There's some wood. There we go. There we go. We'll put all the loot that we're finding in one of these. And I'll stick those extra rockets in there for now. Okay. And then we can keep this shulker on us so that we can dump our loot in it. That one right there. Yes, okay. Perfect. Okay, I think everyone else that's shooting is outside of this building. And I think I've picked up all of the drops. Okay. Let's get out of this building. Oh, what is this? Okay. Oh, you can't fly. Oh. I gotta find where they're shooting me from. Okay, is that where we came? This is the tower we've been in. So let's go into that tower. Let's get that guy right there next. Whoa, there we go. Okay. Seems like it's more effective with the bow as long as you can actually get a bead on them and not you know, only 2 shots with a bow if you can hit them. Seemed like it was more than 2 shots with the sword. Oh, dang it. Okay, okay. No, stop that. Stop that. Stop. Oh, gosh. Okay. Haven't gotten any more shulker shells yet. Oh, come on. This is the kind of stuff that usually gets edited out of any episode that I'm playing because this is frustrating and takes forever. All right. Okay. Jump down, jump down. I'm just going to keep punching, see if I can punch any of these things that come at me. Okay, where are the guys? Where are the guys? Where are they? There's one. Okay, got him. Okay. There's one up here, right? Okay. No, where's he shooting me from? He must be outside. That's got to be. Okay. You know, we might not do too much of this. This is the opposite of relaxing long play. Oh, hey, no, you're not supposed to teleport away like that. Come on, man. Oh, I can't punch when I'm got my bow drawn. I gotta get that guy right there. Got him. Okay. I didn't bring any, some of those ender pearls are usually a good way to, hey, we got another shell. Ender pearls are usually a good way to kind of like get down when you're floating. You know what, let's just run over to this. Or is this the first tower we were... Oh no, this is one of those. Holy cow. Oh, I'm not going to like this. I'm not going to like being there. You know what? Let's fly south and look for a city with a boat. That sounds more fun. We got we got a couple more shulkers. We got 3 more shulker boxes, so that's good. That's weird pixely sun, isn't it? I wonder if that's that. I wonder if that's the game or if that's my dramatic skies that does the clouds and the sun. Oh, that's not. It's kind of like a pulsing light that keeps turning on. That's weird. We're really cranking through these rockets. Oh, here's something. Hey, does this one have a... Oh, look, there's 2 somethings. Is there seriously not a boat in either one of those? Okay. I just want to find a backup set of elytra, and then we'll go back home. I don't want to deal with the shulkers anymore. So, let's talk about vintage sunbeam mixers. That's a topic for you. So, of course, I was a kid in the 70s, and my mom had a sunbeam mixer. You know, the old style mixer with the 2 beaters, and then the bowl would kind of offset, and the beaters would be on the side, and the bowl would kind of turn with the motion of the beaters. You know, that thing. An old style mixer. I've been kind of wanting one of those because, you know, there's the new one. Does this one have a boat? Oh my god. Oh, yes, it does. Excellent. Okay, good. Let's go get ourselves some wings. So I've been wanting one of those. You know, they have like the new style mixers, which are good. They're great. I'm not saying like, oh, they're good. No, they're really good. They're really good. But I missed the old style, and I feel like they may have been better, right? I feel like they may have been better. That doesn't mean that they were better. Oh, okay. I tried to activate the wings, but that was a very fast fall. Okay. So I've been wanting to get one of those. I've been wanting to get that kind of mixer, you know, with the 2 beaters. And every once in a while I would go out and look for modern versions of it. Hey, there's our backup elytra. That is a terrible chest for an end chest. What's in here? Sharpness. Ooh, that's good. It's not bad. Okay. And I did get a kind of a modern mixer that is that style, and it was absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. I thought we had... Oh no, because I got another shulker shell. I thought we had an even number of those. It was absolutely terrible. The new version of it was just... It was basically like a really cheap, flimsy handheld one on a stand. And the stand, like the bowl... What am I looking for? More my rockets. That's what I came in here for. And like the stand that the bowl was on, like it didn't lock in place. So like when you try to make the bowl off-centered, it would just kind of like slide back. There was no way to lock it in place. It was just a terrible, terrible design. So I scoured eBay, and I finally found... I say scoured eBay, and I finally found... I mean, it didn't take a whole lot of searching. But I finally discovered the mixer that my mom had. It was just a Sunbeam Mixmaster from the 70s. I saw a couple different styles of these things, but I found the one that I believe was actually the one that my mom had. Let's see if I can get this guy without losing it. Yeah, nice. Cool. And yeah, so that was cool. So in Harvest Gold was the color. Very, very 70s. Very 70s. Okay, yeah, we're not going shulkers. We're going home. We're going home. So which way is home? Home should just be north, right? Oh gosh, look at how far. Oh, there's the center island there. I guess we really just need to find... We just go north until we find one of the portal things, right? Yeah. Anyway, so I found myself a vintage 1970s Harvest Gold. Most of them were Harvest Gold. I wasn't specifically searching for Harvest Gold. And I found one, and it was complete, and it worked. And I was like, great. So I bought it on eBay. And then when the box showed up, the box felt kind of squishy. You know, like, in other words, it wasn't like super firmly packed inside of it. It was kind of loosely packed. And I'm like, well, this doesn't bode well. So what happened was the seller had taken the mixer. He had it fully assembled, so he had like the mixer attached to the stand, and oh, there's a portal right there, and the bowls. How am I going to get through the portal? I can craft a trapdoor. Don't look at any Enderman. That wind is really loud in my headset, by the way. Okay, that was really distracting. Anyway, so he took the whole thing assembled. So he had the stand, because the mixer is made where it can come off the stand. Wait, I'm looking for my ender chest. So he had the stand attached to the mixer, and then then there's like a turning platter that the bowl sits on that lets it turn while the mixer is mixing it. I already have a crafting table, so I only need 2 of these. But he had the stand, he had the little platter on there, and then he had the bowls sitting just directly on that platter. It comes with a big bowl and a little bowl. And he had the little bowl in the big bowl, and then the beaters and the cord and stuff inside that bowl. And then he had it all stacked up, just like as if it was sitting on your shelf, you know, on your countertop. And then he just put it in the box and then filled it full of packing peanuts. That's it. So obviously, you have 2 very heavy glass bowls and a heavy mixer sitting on top of a thin sheet metal stand. You can probably guess how that came out. The bowl, the large bowl, was in 3 pieces, and it cracked a chunk off of the platter and a big crack in the stand. Why is there a torch just sitting there? That was weird. Oh, because every time you spawn in here, it destroys anything that's on that pad. I learned that in Craftworks. Okay. Yeah, so I contacted the person, you know, hey, you know, this thing arrived all busted. He was not happy about it, but he gave me a refund. So then I went and I found another Harvest Gold vintage 1970s Sunbeam Mixmaster, complete in working condition. So I ordered that one, and that one arrived very, very, very well protected in bubble wrap. Like, very well protected in bubble wrap. He had, like, the large bowl wrapped in bubble wrap, and then the small bowl wrapped in bubble wrap put inside the large bowl. And then he had the mixer attached to the stand as a single unit and wrapped that up in bubble wrap. You probably see where this is going. And then, yeah. And then shipped it. And again, the box was kind of squishy when it showed up. Like, guys, you have to pack these things tight so that the stuff inside does not move around. But these folks apparently didn't understand that. I don't know how you can be a professional eBay seller and not get some basic things like that. But he did. And so that thing was able to shift and move and stuff inside that box. And it arrived with the mixer. The mixer unit had broken itself off of the base. So the clamping mechanism that holds it on, that attaches it to the base, since he shipped it attached, it broke itself off and completely destroyed the clamping mechanism. And when it did that, it also cracked the base of the stand. So that was strike two. So I contacted that person, and he was like, okay, yeah, well, he's like, yo, thanks for the pictures. I can make a claim with FedEx and get my money back. It's like, okay, great. And so he gave me a refund. So then I went with the third one. Let's see. Oh, you see, usually I put the inner chest there. We're going to put it right there. So then I went with the third attempt. And when I bought that one, I even told the guy, hey, you know, I've been through this now twice, and both of them have arrived broken. So, lessons learned from this: the bowls are heavy and fragile. So you really need to be careful with the way you pack them. Please don't pack the box loosely where things can shift and move, because apparently they just can't take... Where does this thing go? Where does the end rod go? Because apparently they just can't take that kind of a beating in the mail. And so please pack it tight, and please do not attach the mixer to the stand when you put it in the package. So he was very nice. Thank you so much for the warning. Yep, I plan on packing it with bubble wrap and heavy paper, and this should be very well protected. And I'll contact you after it shows up to find out how it looks. So we did that, and it showed up, and it was very, very well packaged. The large bowl was wrapped in bubble wrap and then wrapped in like some seriously heavy paper, like really heavy paper. And the little bowl was done the same way, with the beaters and the cord inside that. And then the mixer unit was wrapped up as a separate thing, and the stand was wrapped up as a separate thing, and it was all put inside this box that had a nice big air gap on one side because it wasn't tightly packed into the box. And they shifted and moved inside the box. And as soon as I picked it up off my front porch, I heard two pieces of glass sliding against each other. And those two pieces of glass ended up being the large bowl was just shattered into like 15 pieces. Just destroyed. But everything else came intact. So I'm sitting there looking at these three mixers in my kitchen, and I'm like, you know, I could at least cobble together one working mixer out of all of these parts. So I contacted that guy. He was nice about it. You know, he's like, oh man, I hate that bowl didn't make it, da da da. And he actually like looked up like a price for like some auctions of people selling just the bowls, and he like added up like the sell price plus shipping, and he was like, I can refund you this much money. I was like, okay, great, that works. But like I said, after 3 attempts and all 3 of these sellers not knowing how to package a very heavy yet fragile thing that they just sold, I actually did get one working mixer out of all of it. And I got my mom's recipe for chocolate chip cookies, the chocolate chip cookies that she made when I was a kid. And which actually, like, her recipe actually says this came from a bag of Toll House. This is Nestle's Toll House chocolate chips. Like this is Nestle's Toll House recipe, which I looked that up on the internet, and it's different now than what she showed. Even though on Nestle's website, they have this whole big thing saying about how this was the original recipe, and I'm like, well, then the one in the 70s was different because this is different. So I made those cookies today, and they came out so good. So good. The secret, if you want to know, is shortening, not just butter. You look at the modern recipe for these things, and the only fat that is used inside them is butter. And you look at this one from the 70s, and it's half butter and half shortening. And I think some of the other ratios were a little bit different too. But, oh, wow, it just came out with such a different texture, different taste. Oh, it's just so good, so good. But now, unfortunately, I have like 3.5 dozen cookies that I need to eat before they go bad or go stale. And I can't eat that many cookies. This is why I don't make cookies anymore. I don't have like an office to bring them in so I can pawn them off on coworkers. Let me get my shield out of my hand. Planting is easier without the shield. Did you just pick up a potato? Did I handed you that potato, didn't I? Come here. Give me that potato back. Give me that. No. Give me the potato back. Dude, no. He's throwing potatoes at me. Stop. There we go. Yeah, so I need to find someone to give some of these cookies to, because I cannot put down 3.5 dozen cookies. I mean, I can. The problem is that I totally, absolutely can put down 3.5 dozen cookies. I really shouldn't, though. They're really, really good, though. And after using the mixer, it's kind of like playing Minecraft 2012. It's exactly like I remember this mixer. And I can honestly say the new ones, they're probably better. Yeah, I probably should just have not even bought it. I will use it. I will absolutely use it. But one of the new mixers, it would probably perform better than this thing. We have a farmer, don't we? There he is. And we'll go ahead and get some more golden carrots. Thank you, buddy. Did you just refresh? There we go. Let's get rid of the rest of those. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Farmer. All right, so what do we want to do for the rest of the day? That was a really, really, really long story about vintage 1970s Sunbeam Mixmasters. and I'm guessing there's like maybe one of you left watching now. I kid. Anyway. All right, so that was cool. So I got enough shulkers. I was able to get one more shulker box and enough shells to make 2 more. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm not using the ones I have right now anyway, right? These are all empty for the most part except that one. Cool. Okay, that works for me. One of those probably needs to become like the one that I put most of this junk in. Yeah, let me do that. So the one that contains the rockets, that's this one, right? Yeah. That one, let's dye this one red. Red for rockets. Red for rockets. So let's get ourselves a red. Boom. And you should be able to dye it even with stuff in it, right? Yep, okay. So red for rockets, and then we're going to do gold for my important stuff, which is like everything else. So not actual gold, yellow. Yellow dandelions, okay. So that one over there, and that one there, boom. Okay, so then this shulker can contain all of, this is like my adventuring gear that I don't need immediate access to. Usually what I do is I keep, like most of this stuff goes, I usually keep the fortune, the chest plate, and the bundles out, and everything else goes into, and then of course food and rockets always stay out. And then shulkers. Yeah. Okay, all of this stuff goes in one of these. So if I need them, I can get them, but I don't, but they leave some open space here in my ender chest to be able to use. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Cool. All right, so what do we want to do? I need to get that wheat and feed those cows as well before we do anything else. I knew there was one. The bees. I wonder if I could try out some of that redstone-y stuff with the bees. Why not? Let's do that. Let's try some redstone stuff. Oh, by the way, so I have a fun little super secret collab coming out this weekend, actually. I'm not going to tell you who it's with, but I can tell you that he is an archaeologist. I wonder who that could be. Yeah, got a fun new... I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll be surprised. It is very, very different. It's a pretty crazy idea. And it was insane and a lot of fun. And it's going to be a bit of a mini series. It's not just a one-shot. So there's going to be more than one of them. And it was a ton of fun to make. And that comes out on Saturday. So look for that. Look for that on Saturday. And of course, the unnamed person that I am collabing with. Where is my don't I have like a mulcher? Oh, there it is. There's the mulcher. The unnamed archaeologist that I did this collab with is also going to put out a video of the collaboration from his perspective, and it will be quite different from the perspective that I have. So you will absolutely, and when you see it, you'll understand. You will absolutely want to check out his as well. It's it's really cool, actually. It's fun. You'll like it. Okay, redstone, bees, beestone, red bees. I don't know. Bees. You know what? It's about to be nighttime. They're in their. I could probably. Does any of this redstone have to involve moving their things? Not really. No, I don't think so. Okay. I'll leave them alone. Yeah, they can stay in their hives. Like, I don't need to trap them into their hives and remove their hives. Okay, those still look pretty good. So what I want to do here, so these come down into honeycomb, and that's perfectly fine. But what I was thinking was, once I have like 2 full chests of this stuff, or even 1 full chest of this, I don't need any more. I could have some of them turned into blocks, like automatically auto-crafted into blocks. And I was thinking for these, right, they come down here as honey bottles. And I was thinking I could have them auto-craft into honey blocks, and then the bottles could somehow be filtered and then sent back up and dumped back into here. So it'll keep this thing refilled. I have no idea how I'm going to do that. I have no idea how I'm going to actually accomplish it. But maybe we can learn. We can try this out. You're going to learning. I was gonna say it's not learning redstone with Oda. It's Oda learning redstone while you watch me flounder. That's what this is. Okay, so how will this have to work? Let's think about it. Okay, let's think about it. How are we going to think about it? We're going to think about it with by jumping off of a large thing. Okay, so if let's see, let me get something like this. Let's pretend that the pistons are autocraft. We'll pretend that these are autocrafters. I don't even know what I'm doing. What are some blocks? These are some blocks. Okay. So if the bottle, okay. I need to see how the crafter works. I don't know how it's going to work if it's okay. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little too my brain is moving faster than my mouth. Okay, so if we have a situation, oh, there's only 3 bottles in here. I can't demonstrate this with 3 bottles. I should not have turned all of those into honey blocks earlier. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to wait for that. Okay, this is a situation where the crafting recipe comes out with 2 outputs, right? So you get honey block and empty bottles. I don't know how. Does it just eject both into the receiving container? I assume that that's how it has to work. What's the recipe for crafters? Let's see. I have not. Dropper, redstone, iron, and crafting table. Okay, so dropper. I'm gonna need probably 2 of these. Redstone, crafting tables, and iron. Okay. And you know what I can do? Oh, let me turn, there we go. You know what I can do is I can do 1, and then I can put the recipe. Is that the recipe? And then I can oh, did I already have my achievement? Did I already have that? I don't even know where it is. Adventure? The achievement for like crafting, crafters, crafting. There it is. Crafters, crafting, crafters. I've already gotten that. Okay. Fair enough. You guys have already seen it, that means. Okay, so if I have, I should have kept that. I should have kept that lever. Okay, so I need a container. I need a chest of some kind. Where's my chest? They're in the generic wood chest. I really have to, like, I've played so many different worlds, you know, and different types of games. I confuse myself. Let's see if they've made that. I doubt they've made that 4th bottle yet, because I don't think there was honey dripping out of that thing yet. Have they made the 4th? Oh, they've made the 4th bottle. We can find out exactly. Okay, so if we have a chest and we have a crafter, and it's done like this, right? So it'll go bottle, 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 and then we'll have it trigger. Okay, it ejects the honey block and the 4 bottles into there. So that means what we would do is we would have a filter to filter out one of the 2. Say the filter filters out the glass bottles, and then those go into a thing which transfers them back up into here. Right? And then the honey blocks can just fall down to wherever we're collecting the honey blocks. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So I have to remember how to do all these things. And I have to figure out how... So the item elevator, to get them back up, that's the part that's probably going to give me the hardest amount of... yeah. That's going to be the biggest thing for me, is trying to figure out how to do the item elevator. I want this to be part of the farm, but not in the way. Where can I put this? I'll just put it right here for now. Okay, there we go. Okay, so first of all, let's just dig out underneath this thing. We need access to down here. Okay. What is that? It must be raining really hard outside. It seems like a loud noise. Check my phone. I just hope that my... Yeah, severe thunderstorm warning. Uh-oh. Well, if my power flickers, then we might be ending this one before our planned mid-episode break. Okay. So, there's no redstone on that. No, this block is not sacred. Okay. Okay, there we go. So, this has to feed into a filter. Okay, and that filter will put honey blocks in one direction and then bottles the other direction. So how are we going to design this? I feel like the filter has to be designed going this direction, because if it goes that direction, it's going to crisscross underneath those other ones, and that's going to get in the way of things. Okay. So how do we design... What are they called? Like... the Impulse SV, is he the one who made these item filters? I know hopper clocks were Etho hopper clocks. I think it's Impulse that made these. So basically it's the same kind of thing that I have going on here, right? So it's the filter where, like, instead of this filtering iron, it's going to filter, like in this case, empty bottles. So the empty bottles will come down and then end up being spit back up, and then the honey blocks will go like to the side into a chest. Okay. So the way this comes out, okay, so the one that's doing the filtering, that's the one that the comparator is reading. And then he sends a signal down to this, which comes forward and triggers this, because this one is keeping this hopper locked. Yeah. This torch powers this block, keeping this hopper locked. Whenever this one gets another piece of iron, that overwhelms this. Right, we're about to see it happen, because I hear a golem dying. That should... Yep. So it increased the signal strength, which turned this on, which turned that off very briefly. Right, that's how these things work, right? Let me just double check that. I'm going to put in... Yep, see, that turns off, and then that... Okay, yeah, okay, so that's the circuit. Okay, so we need a comparator, and one of those, and one of those. But then once it comes down here... Oh, no, okay, so it's going to have to be like this. Okay, so first of all... the crafter comes before the filter. So the auto crafter is going to have to craft the honey block, and it's the output of the crafter is what gets filtered. Ooh. And the way this crafter is set up is, this is doing a reverse reading. It's doing the subtract mode. So this is an item frame in this position, and that is sending a signal of 9 into the side of this comparator. This is in subtract mode, which that is subtracting this 9 from the current signal, which is 3, and it is not powering this. This is probably a signal of 8 or something like that. I don't know what exactly signal is coming out of this, but I just know that that's the right position. So when this thing becomes 9, the subtract becomes a positive, and it sends a signal into this block that lights up that redstone, which is pulled towards that target block, which activates this, which powers that, which activates that, and then does the crafting. So that circuit has to be first. And then the output chest is where this circuit goes. Oh my gosh, this is craziness. Oh wow, okay. You guys just got the rare glimpse into me trying to understand redstone circuits. I can take a picture of it and rebuild it the same way, but I like to try to understand what everything is doing so I don't have to rely on just straight knowledge. Okay, so we're going to move this out of the way. You're now out of the way. So this is going to be a crafter with the crafting circuit under here. And it probably can fit below that because that circuit, this circuit should remain separate from this circuit, much like in the other one, the filter circuit is remaining separate from the crafting circuit. So, this crafter, I'm actually going to make the crafter go down. It's going to inject down into a hopper, which is going to start the filter. Right? So if we have a hopper, this is going to start the... No. Look, we got a bottle just then. That was fun. What we're going to do here is... that hopper goes that way. Which if it's an iron, that means it'll fall down into that filter. Not an iron, a bottle. We could do either. It's either going to filter the bottle or the honey blocks, but whatever. Whichever one it filters goes here, and then the thing that it's not filtering, this can be the honey. We can filter out the honey block. So the honey block goes this way into a chest that we can access somehow. And then the bottles will go this way. And then when they go this way, they'll go into an item elevator that spits them back up. I love it. Perfect. The item elevator is the hard part for me. How am I going to do the item elevator? So let's build the auto crafting circuit first, and then we'll deal with the other stuff. How's that sound? Okay. Again, this is the stuff that's normally off camera, so you guys are really getting to see inside the mind of Oda. Whether that's a good thing or not, you can decide. What do I need? I need let's just get comparators and redstone repeaters and these things. And we're gonna need torches, so we should probably make a bunch of those. I mean, we probably need like 1 or 2, but we might as well make a bunch. Okay. All right. We can use anything to send that signal strength that we needed, but let's go ahead and do the we'll do the item frame like we have in the other one, just because we already know what the correct setting is and we don't have to think about it. Okay, because I'm guessing it's probably sending a signal of 8, because then when the 8 is subtracted from 9, that makes a positive value. So we could technically put like another crafter pumping in a signal of 8, but whatever. That can't be facing down because that's the block that's going to be powering this crafter, so we can't face it down. Okay. We are going to have to face it this way. Because, and I need a block that I know is like a redstone block. So whenever I do redstone, if it's a block that's integral to the circuit, whether it is just a base for laying down redstone dust or a repeater, or whether it's a block that's going to be powered or something, I make it a very specific block that I know is unique to that purpose. And the block that I use, because they're so easy to make on these things, are chiseled stone bricks. Chiseled stone bricks are the Oda redstone block of choice, by the way. So when you're on Jeopardy and they ask you, what is MC Oda's redstone block of choice? You know the answer to that now. Okay, so this is where... And that thing I remember I saw, no, this one wasn't. No, okay, it was the sorter. It was the sorter that had the tick in it. Okay, so now when this thing, no, nope. I'm already doing it wrong. Okay, I have to see how physically that was set up because my brain's not remembering. Because the comparator has to come out of the side of that crafter, right? For all you people who don't like redstone, you're probably really, really bored. Oh, it's got a block in between. Of course it is, because a comparator can read through directly from the device or through a block. Okay, so it's through a block and then it does its thing. Okay, that's how this can be down here. Yeah, okay. Whoever designed that was a genius. All right. Yeah, so for all your non-redstone folks, I hope this isn't just boring the heck out of you. I hope you're actually at least finding this a little bit interesting. Okay, yep, so there we go. And then this is where the comparator goes on top of that. And then that one is in subtract mode because it's going to subtract the signal coming into its side from the signal that is reading. That's what subtract mode means. Okay. And you know, I really only know that because I did those videos about the what you call it, the ancient cities. I had to like really learn exactly how these things work to make sure I understood how all of that circuitry worked. Okay, so now this thing, it sends power into this. And then the power into that. This was the target block. That's the target block. I can tell you why it needed a target block there. I'll demonstrate it to you in a second if you really want to know. I mean, I'm going to demonstrate it to you in a second anyway, whether you want to know it or not. And then this piece of dust goes there. Oh, look, it just did something. Hey, look, we just made sugar. We just made a sugar. You know why? Because right now, even one thing in here gives it a signal, and one honey bottle by itself makes sugar. There might have been, I bet there was 3 of them in there, which is why it made 3. Because I think one only makes 1. Can we put those bottles back? Let's put those bottles back. My inventory is getting really, really full. Some of this stuff I don't need in my inventory. Like those. And that. And that. Okay. Yep, so that all works. Except the only thing is now is we need the signal to come into the side. So the way that's going to be set up is this is the one that's going to carry the redstone into the side. This is going to be... No. That was probably a repeater. And then it was this. Not repeater, a comparator. So this is a comparator. And it's going to send a redstone into that. And that redstone is going to be of signal strength. This can be anything. I'll use a regular torch. Do. Right there. So that is sending a signal into there. So now, as this thing fills up, this is only going to activate when that signal strength coming out of there is larger than this signal strength coming into the side. Boom. Done. That part of it's done. Okay. Now, why did that have to be a target block? Why did that have to be a target block? Because if that wasn't a target block, okay? If that was a regular block, this piece of redstone, well, you know what? That would have worked. Oh, but you know what? In that other setup, there's two of them. And when there's two of them side by side, they don't connect to that block, but a target block will pull it in. So if I'm only doing one, it doesn't need to be a target block. But if there was two of them there, it would need to be a target block. I'm a little scatterbrained tonight, guys. Okay, so that part of the circuit is done. That's the crafter. Now, the contents of the crafter. See, look. Oh, okay, so 1 makes 3 sugar. Okay, so that is what crafted earlier, was 1 bottle turned into 3 sugars in a bottle. But you see, that's not triggering now because, again, it's only reading 1 strength through here, and this is sending a signal larger than 1 into the side. Okay, so when this thing does eject, it's going to eject into a chest. Okay, and that chest is then going to, you know, it could go, it could just be a hopper there. It's going to eject into this hopper. Okay? And then that hopper is going to fall down into our filter. And the way that's going to work is the filter can't be right here because of all of this. Ugh. Too many things all shoved into one spot. I'm going to figure this out, though. I am going to figure this out. It might just be that we just take it down 1 or 2 and then do the filter a little bit lower. I have no idea how I'm going to get the honey blocks back up to somewhere where someone can get to them, but you know what? If we have to go underground to access the output of this farm, that's perfectly fine with me. We have to do it over there at the iron farm. Okay, so to do the filter, right? So you kind of have to do a thing where you've got... Oh, I need more hoppers. I was about to demonstrate that, and I need more hoppers. So let's go ahead and craft a few more hoppers. Do I have anything in here? I have a chest. I'll steal that chest. I'll steal some planks. Okay. So let's go ahead and make ourselves 6 chests. Let's make ourselves 6 hoppers. Where's the iron? Iron's over here. There we go. Excellent. And the sugar. Where does the sugar go? In here. There we go. Okay. So the thing is with the filter is we need to start moving the items sideways to get them away from that. We can either go down and do it down, or we can move it sideways and do it sideways. Okay. So say we move it down 1. And then from there, we want to start moving stuff sideways. Okay? So it'll output, doom, and that should work fine. Okay. And then we can start the circuit here. Hopefully that won't interfere with that. Let's go 1 more to make sure that it doesn't interfere. Okay. And then this one is going to... Oh gosh. Okay. All right, brain. This one's going to be the filter. Oh no, so the filter then is going to go below that. That's right. So this is going to be the filter. That's going to be the one that filters the thing out. And then the thing that doesn't get filtered out will come into a chest that sits right there, which I need to craft more of. Do I have something in here I can steal from? Okay, I need wood. Let's see. Dark oak planks. That's brown terracotta. Oh gosh, we're using mangrove for chests, aren't we? Yes, we are. All right, so this then could be the item that's not getting filtered out ends up in here. Blip. So that could be either the honey blocks. We'll say that's the honey blocks. No, we'll say this is the bottles, because then the bottles are going to have to go back up there. So the filter is going to filter out honey blocks. And that's going to be, oh my gosh, this is becoming a nightmare, isn't it? I'm going to be all up underneath the cow farm now. Okay. The joy of Redstone is carving out your, hollowing out your world so that you have enough room to do it. This is one reason my brother used to always complain about Redstone for this specific reason. He refuses to mess with Redstone because of this one reason. Is they take up so much space. I try to tell him he's missing a lot in the game by not messing with it, but whatever. He doesn't listen to me. He's an older brother. Younger brothers don't know what they're talking about, right? So this technically, we're just going to say that for now, that's just the bottles go in here, but that's eventually going to become an item elevator that takes them back up. Okay? This is the filter for the honey blocks. Okay. Let me remind myself of how that filter worked. It's reading, hold on a second. It's reading the signal. Let's see if I can remember and not have to go look and cheat. Well, that's not cheating. I don't want to say that's cheating. Okay. So this is going to read the signal out of that. And then this is going to be a chest that holds the honey blocks here. And if the honey blocks make it through the filter, they'll go into that chest. Whoa, what's down there? Oh my gosh. Oh, what is this? Do I have torches? Oh my gosh, guys. That could have been really, really tragic. That's right, I covered up a ravine here, didn't I? Oh, that makes this even more fun. Even more fun. And by fun, I mean not fun. Okay, so this then... Oh, this makes this way harder to work around. This becomes the block that houses the torch that locks that hopper, right? So that's locking this hopper. So if I put something in this hopper, it doesn't go anywhere because it's locked because of that torch. And then the signal coming from the comparator is what unlocks it and lets it flow. Lets it flow. Oh, I hear the thunder. There's definitely thunderstorms out there. So if I lose power, well, you won't know because I'll just edit it. So I need to... How do we wrap the signal down to that? How do we wrap the signal down to that? I just have to figure out how to wrap the signal down. I'm going to go look. I'm going to go look at how the signal wraps around because however it is done, it is the most efficient way. And I might as well just copy the experts. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's like a T. It's a capital T. Oh, this is actually underneath the comparator. I had that totally wrong. This is underneath the one it's the one in front of the comparator that's locked. No, I think I might have... Did I do that right? I don't know. I probably did that wrong. I probably had it forward. Okay. It's capital T with that up there and that up there and that up there. Okay. We got it. We got it. We got it. I'm going to sleep in just right now. I'm at my mid-episode break time and I don't want to stop. So we're going to blow right through the mid-episode break because I want to get this working. Yeah, I totally did that wrong. I totally... Oh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Totally set that up wrong. Okay. So this goes here. And that is powering that, which is keeping this locked. Right? So now if I put something in there, it doesn't go through because it's locked. Okay. Same concept, I just had it in a different place. And then this is a capital T with a block there and a block there. All right. And that quite simply brings power down around to this thing. With there was a tick of delay in it. I saw that. Boop, boop, boop. So now, when that gets a signal, it should be strong enough that should... Is that really getting transferred into there? Does that work that way? Does this need to be not connected? No, that doesn't matter. Okay. I was literally just staring at this a second ago. I just want to make sure. Was that dust down there? Let me make sure. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Oh, I haven't had a lighter in any of my games in a while either. Okay, yeah, that was dust. Okay, yeah. Oh, it just happened right there. Boop, it turned on, and then that, I guess, that power gets transferred. Okay. See, that has a tick of delay in it. Technically 2 ticks. It has 1 tick by default. Okay. All right. So that is all set up and ready to go. Oh, hold on. This is all set up and ready to go. So now we need our blocker blocks. Our blocker blocks. So to get the right signal in here, the correct strength signal, we need the thing we're filtering, which we'll need 1 of, and then we need 44 other blocks of any. It can be anything that we know will not be getting into the system. So 44 blocks of something that we know is not going to be in that system. That would be netherrack. There we go. And we take those 44 and we divide them up between those 4, and then we put the one thing we're filtering here. See, and now when there's more than 1 here, it activates, and then once it gets to 1, it'll stop. Because that 45 is only strong enough to get the signal to here. But once a 46th item comes in here, the signal extends to this one, which lights this up, which turns off this hopper. That's how that works. And then the honey blocks flow into there. So if we were to stick all these honey blocks into the system, you can see that that's lit up. That's lit up. That torch is off. These are flowing. You can see them flowing in. And nothing's coming into here because they're all going straight down. And they're still flowing. And now they're done. That's off. Nice. The filter works. And then one of them stays behind in this one because of the way it locks it. Okay. Cool. And then when it's actually doing its thing, and this we need to lock. See, it needs to go like that. Hold on a second. Like that. And then that should craft it. Why is it not crafting it? Because that's not in subtract mode. Did I turn that off of subtract mode at some point? Oop, there it goes. And when it did that, the bottle should have ended up in here. Haha, nice. And the honey block ended up in here. Nice. Okay. It works. That works. Hooray! That works! I'm actually thinking now that technically we could tighten this up a little bit. Okay, before I mess with that, I need to figure out how the item elevator is going to work. This is the one that gets me. I don't really know how item elevators work because it's weird. What do you call it? The thing where the one block powers 2 blocks. Something connectivity. I forget the name of it. We have to utilize that to somehow trigger the there's like a line of droppers. We don't have to use droppers. I could use water. We could do like a dispenser and water and be just really silly with it. Why not? That'll be fun, right? That'll be fun. Like this technically... No, because we need this to be a hopper so that the honey can flow down. So this right here, the receiving end, could be a dropper. Dropper facing sideways, and then it goes into an item elevator, which comes up, and then goes into a funnel. Almost a funnel. One of these things, a hopper to take it into there. Let's do that. We're gonna do, because I don't feel like dealing with remembering how to do an actual redstone item elevator. We're gonna make a water vader. And I'm going to use glass because it's just easier to see what's going on with all of that stuff. We're going to need a... I'm getting all excitable. This is supposed to be relaxing. This is smooth, relaxing Minecraft, not excitable Oda Minecraft. But it works. When stuff starts working, I get excited. I can't help it. I just can't help it. Okay, I'm just trying to clear some of this junk out of my inventory for a moment. Okay, hold on a second. I got... My ear got itchy all of a sudden. Okay, we're going to need a bucket of water. Kelp. Kelp. Should be somewhere over here in one of these. Random plants. There we go. Kelp. Bucket of water should be with tools. There we go. Perfecto. All right. Did I get a dropper? I didn't get a dropper. I have an ore, one random coal ore. Let me get rid of that. And I have extra stones I don't need. Another copper ore. Oops. And a site. Okay. Dropper. Just one. And then I've got everything else I need for that. Okay. Great. Wow, I can really hear the rain coming down outside. It's a heck of a storm. Big storms in my town tonight. I'm just doing some of this because I keep feeling like I'm going to fall down there. I just don't want to fall down there. Let's make sure everything stays lit. Speaking of staying lit, let's put something over here. Okay. And we'll just because. Okay. Perfect. It is time to sleep. I don't need to sleep. I'm well protected here. Who cares about this the nighttime? Okay, let's see. So this is going to no longer be a chest. Hey, I see there were bottles in that chest, so things are working. They're really pumping out. Oh, I guess it is one. I mean, they're really pumping out enough to get that crafter going. They're really busy bees. Busy as a bee, I suppose, is the term. There we go. There's the dropper facing this way. And then he is going to shoot into a water stream. Is this going to work? Do I have clearance? I do have clearance, and it does come up in line with that. That's fantastic. So this is going to be a soul sand under here, and then we're going to start the item vader. Elevator right there. That'll be the item elevator. Now there's redstone to make this do its thing. And that's going to get all up in the way of all of this. This is going to be such a mess down here to actually get to. Like, I almost feel like there should be another item elevator to get the honey blocks up here. This is gonna be just really silly. Okay, let me just get this going here. Okay. And then it's going to come up, and then, however, it's going to have to actually get into that. So it's going to have to come up another one. And then it's going to flow into that. Oh my gosh, I'm using so much glass for this. This is really kind of silly, isn't it? Oh, I don't need it there. I need it there. I'm going to need to get a sign in there. Do I have a sign over here in one of these chests? Let's see. There's one. This is going to be the ugliest thing in the world, but it's going to work. Which is cool. So the water's going to come all the way up, but then it's going to... No, it's going to come up and then it's going to flow. No, I don't need a sign. I just need the source block to be here. Okay. Right, because if I put a source block here, it flows exactly where I want it to. And if I come down here and make all of these source blocks, it becomes an elevator. Like that. So now the bottles will come up and spit out of there, and then they'll go right back into where they came from. Okay. And where they came from, we could put these 4 bottles back. You know, these 2 bottles need to be part of the system. Can I not click on that? There we go. Okay, because when those 3 come up here, they're going to fill up 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it keeps it nice and full. Okay, perfect. Okay, now this thing has to activate. We could have this redstone come out this direction and come back to here. Yeah, okay, that's how we'll do it. So... No, because then that has to come out, and then that has to feed back, because it's, Ooh. Okay, see, so this... reads out of that. But now it needs a redstone to wrap around and come into the side of it. And then one to come back here. I can't get a redstone in there because of that has to be blocking the water. How am I gonna do this? If I had it coming out this way, then the redstone would wrap back around. I'm really getting to the point where I'm not gonna be able to access this box, this chest. Let's see if we can turn this chest sideways. like that. So now, for this part here, I'm going to need a block there. These two aren't needed. And then I kind of have to build like a little platform. Let's see. So it goes comparator. Goes into repeater. To then wrap the signal back around into the... Nope. Wrap the signal back around into that. And that goes into that. So when this, it does this. There we go. Which shoot them all up there. How am I going to get back up there? So this should be nice. Perfect. That worked. And when it's glass bottles, they'll actually go, okay, it works. That is doing everything we needed it to do. But now it's just a big ugly mess where this is, oh gosh, and I can't access those because they're now underneath a solid block. This doesn't have to be a solid block. This can be some kind of slab that I just know is part of the circuit, so that can be another brick slab, a dark oak slab. How about one of these? There we go. This can be a slab because it's just carrying the redstone dust, and then we can access our honey blocks down there. What a mess. So as it stands now, the honey bottles are automated. So once we get a fourth honey bottle, then its honey block, this should become 14, and then those 4 bottles should flow up into this. And then there will be a full, like, because one of them will get used, and then 64. It'll be full 64s. So the next time those guys make a honey bottle, it should trigger, and then that should fill up that dispenser. All right, Zinc, if you're watching, it works. I did it. It's ugly. It is very ugly. It could use a makeover, but it works. But it works. And that is the important thing. Is that really the important thing? This really is a mess. But we now have an automated honey block maker. Refiller. And then theoretically, we could let like one of these be honeycomb, and the other one we could have like one doing honey blocks, one doing honeycomb, and then this one making honey blocks by just doing the auto crafter bit on this one. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, actually. This is one of those farms that really needs to be hidden. Did you see that? Did you see that? The click, 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 click. Boom, look at all 64s. It worked. And then this one down here, 14. Success! Success! Very nice. Okay. Okay, that's exciting. Now, let me clean this mess up a little bit. Do I want to go ahead and get the honey block maker over here? So like I said, we could have one of them doing honeycomb, one of them doing honey blocks, and then the other one doing, or honeycomb blocks, whatever they're called, and then this one down here doing the actual honey blocks. I'll have to somehow. I need to make those more accessible somehow. Yeah. Cool. Let's make another. Do I have another crafter? Why do I have two? Oh, because I was going to do the whole thing. Yeah. Well, let's finish it. Let's do the crafter here as well. So that we should be able to. This is going to be easier because it's just going to be the crafter part of the circuit. It's not going to be the whole filter thing. Right? It's just going to be this top bit here, which was crafter, block. I can't even get, can I get around here? Just this top part. That part up there. So it was crafter with the thing, the stuff. And I'm going to need another item frame for this to work. Okay, now, oh gosh, I'm going to have to take this out a little bit at a time, aren't I? Okay. I'm just moving it out of the way for now. Okay. So now this could go directly into the crafter, and the crafter could just spit the honey blocks straight out. I mean, and it's going to be like for every 9 of these it's going to make, is it 9 or 4? It's 4, isn't it? It's 4. Okay. So every stack of these is, every 4 stacks of these is only going to be 1 stack of these. So it's going to take forever to fill up that chest. We're going to have to make sure we actually set that correctly to begin with. Okay, there we go. So now we need to make the redstone circuit that supports this, which is going to be down here. Okay. Give ourselves plenty of space. All right. So how did that circuit work again? Do we remember? Do we remember how that worked? So we had a comparator coming out of it to read it. Okay. Bloop. That was in subtract mode, right? Yes. And then that I forgot already. How do we arrange this? I need to get up there. Let's see. I can't break that redstone right there. Okay. It was down there, and then the target block, it's all hidden by, okay, so it's a comparator into a block. Okay, and then right below that is the thing that leads straight forward into the repeater. That's right. Okay. I knew that. Right, so it just goes into a block. And then this, as we learned earlier, because it's not 2 of them side by side, doesn't actually have to be the target block. It can be, but because there's only 1, it'll still get in there. But you know what? We can make it. Ooh, what did I just hear? Did I just hear something happen? Oh, look at that! Look at that! Every time it shears it, it gets 3. Interesting. So this can be a target block just because now at least it'll only go into that 1 block. It's not going sideways and interfering with anything. Okay. This is in subtract mode. That lights up that. This is What is this? What is this? How does it do that? How does it do? Hold on a second. No, that was going to be a hold on a second. There was a repeater in here somewhere. Okay. Oh, that's right. It's reading through a block. It's not reading from it directly. That's... Oh, gosh. I fell. How do I get out of here? Okay. That's right. It doesn't read from this directly. This is all set back one block. Okay. So it reads through that block. And then the comparator sits on this, but that is going to be the target block. And then it triggers that thing, and then there's going to be a redstone sitting on this. And then there's going to be a repeater sitting on that into that. Okay. So this is a comparator in subtract mode. This is a dust to bring the signal this direction. This is a... Okay, it's trying to trigger, but it can't. I need to put in the circuit that pulls the signal back into this, which is quite simply a comparator reading this thing, which I'm going to need to get another item frame, goes into this, and this is something this is the item frame that sends that signal, and I probably only crafted one of those, or only grabbed one of those. So let me grab another one of those. That will complete our redstone. This is going to be done, and it looks like an absolute wreck over here. But I feel like this is the concept, and then this could be built better. But I have the concept right. Okay, so let's put this here. You know what? I'm going to... Oh, you know, it hasn't done that yet, which is pretty awesome. What do we want to put in here? We'll put a torch. So now this is off. And then next time it shears it, this should trigger. And we should get a honey block. Right? They trigger on the bees coming out, not the bees going in. So it's not going to trigger right now when they go in, I don't think. So we're going to have to sleep in a second anyway so that we can kind of clean some of this up here. Let's just put a torch down here to keep things nice and bright. Because then we're going to cover it all up with dirt. Okay, they're not coming out now because it's dark. So let's sleep. Now, next time a bee comes out of there, it may trigger if okay, it didn't trigger yet. Maybe the next bee that comes out will do it. Because there's 3 bees in there, right? And any one of them could be the bee that makes it full. Little bee is spinning. It's so happy. There it goes. Bloop, bloop. It just did it. Did you see that? Did you see it light up? Boop. Hey, it worked. It worked. We're fully automated. And now what I want to do is I want to take about like half of this. Oh gosh, my inventory is so full. And I want to start feeding it back into here. Bloop, bloop. Watch that. See, bloop. It makes no sound, but you can see it lighting up. Every time it lights up, it's making a block. That's pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to try to get the rest of those, not the rest of them, but a bunch of them. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. Okay. So now we're doing that whole row and then about half. Yeah, okay. And I can only get so many in here at a time. Nice, look at that. So now we've got one hive making honey blocks, honey comb blocks, one making honeycomb, and the other one making honey blocks. Oh, this is great. I love it. Totally automated bees. My life is complete. I think I'm just going to be satisfied with that and then finish it up some other time and make it look pretty. And let's go ahead and just bring some of this redstone-y stuff back home. And let's just get some of this stuff back home. How much of this are we going to fit in here? Most of it. Okay. Awesome. That was, I feel like I accomplished something there. That was pretty cool. Okay, so now everyone who hates redstone, you can come back to the video if you've left. Let's see. Let me finish emptying this stuff out. So you guys get to see everything, all the stuff that gets cut normally. Okay, let's see. Stone, that's andesite. Stone bricks go in here, so does that, so does that. Andesite. Endstone. The endstone was going to be my example, but I ended up not needing an example. I just did it because I'm that good. Oh, I'm really not that arrogant of a person. When I say stuff like that, it's me really being ironic. Let's see. How much of that honeycomb has worked its way down into the crafter yet so far? All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Look at that. Pretty cool stuff. Good, good, good. This is something that's just like we have to go all the way down there to get honey blocks. I mean, not that that's really... Oh my gosh. I don't have any blocks left in my inventory, do I? Not that that's that big of a deal, because, like, how often are we going to need to do that? But that is still kind of ugly, isn't it? Isn't it? It is. I'll answer that for you. It is. Quite. Quite ugly. Quite with the uglies. Let's try to cover some of this up at least before we just kind of leave it. Hey, some of that was the stuff we needed. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start covering up some of this mess. Okay. We can basically just have a ladder going down there into our, to get our honey blocks. This is a ladder like we have in the, iron farm. Okay. The glass helps us see down into the world of ugly. So really what we could do is replace some of that glass with dirt if we really wanted to. This is a problem. Theoretically, this could be on top, right? It works the same way. Am I correct? Oh, that's right. This is still crafting these things, isn't it? Yeah, let me get the rest of them in there. Nice. I can't cover that up, though. This is okay. It doesn't break any redstone. Okay, that covers all of that. So, you know what I'm going to do? Let's take that out. Turn that off. I'm going to grab that. Okay. We're going to put it on the top. And it should theoretically work the same way. But this is our right side, so let me go clip, 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 clip. It's not sending the signal. It only sends a signal. Oh, man. Look, it wasn't making a signal. Now it is. It reads straight through. There's a lot of things like this. Yeah, it reads straight through. You can't have it on the top. You stinkers. You bums. But you know what? I can do this to kind of cover this stuff up. For now. For now, it's fine. And then this stuff has to get covered up as well, like this. This can go here and here. This also has to go up here like this. Alright, that covers everything up for now. We could technically put like grass blocks where these glass blocks are if we really, really wanted to. I'm not that worried about it though. I am that worried about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm temporarily gonna put something here so the water doesn't spill out everywhere. I'm gonna break this. And I'm gonna put a grass block there. Okay, let me get my temporary stone back. Let me get my temporary stone back and then throw it down there where I can't access it. Okay. Move that. Put a stone in the way. That's so that it doesn't flow down and ruin our redstone. That's why I'm doing that. Okay. And then this one, we'll do the same thing. Bloop. And then put that in the way. That's going to flow sideways too, isn't it? Not just this way, it's going to go that way. Oh man. That just happened to luck out on the other ones and not have it go both directions. Or all directions. Oh gosh, what am I doing? There. Oh, there's another one there. Ooh. Oh no, that one's already protected on all sides except... Okay, yeah, that one's already protected. Boom, look at that. Look at that. That's pretty nifty. Let's grab some ladders. And we can make our access down into the honey block. Do I have ladders in here? I have to go all the way back home for those. All the way back to our storage pit. For ladders. Okay. Fantastic. We've got these. I might need... I don't need any more grass blocks, but I might need some... We'll just grab some dirt just in case. Let me just grab grass just in case there's just some reason I need a grass block. I just don't have any left. Okay. So we've got this ugly mess up here. We've still got access to these two things. Look at that. How cool is that? That's super cool. That's how cool it is. Yeah, that's only a single chest, but that's okay because it's a fourth of that. And then this is our access down here to the honey blocks. And this can be filled in. Okay. Here's some of those blocks we lost earlier. Keeping the torches down here to make sure everything is lit up. So we don't really have to fully box everything in. Right? Something like this. When we do come down here for honey blocks, it's just going to be the ugliest place, but that's okay. And there's our way back up. There we go. So we come down here, we get our honey blocks, we marvel at the ugliness, and then we come back up. Done. Perfect. Okay. Where's my camera? Oops, wrong camera. There you go, Zinc. Fully automated bee farm. I told you I could do it. You better be watching this. Okay, let's put this stuff away. Let's sleep away this rain. I can't sleep away the real rain, although it sounds like it may have stopped. The IRL rain stopped as well, which is pretty cool. Okay, let's get the rest of this stuff put away. Boom. Boom. So now I've got about 50 minutes left, and it is I'm wired now. There's no going to bed for me now. Not that I would have to go to, not that I would actually be going to bed. I would really just be going to wind down. But I'm kind of on a roll. And I really, what am I looking for? Mangrove. Mangrove. There we go. And stone. I kind of feel like I don't want to just quit now and then come back tomorrow just to record like less than an hour's worth. So what am I going to do for the next 45 minutes or so? The bees are done. The bees are done. They're happy and they're doing their thing. That's so cool. That is so cool. I should probably, let me just go get some more shears just so I don't have to worry. Hey! What is that cat? Why are these villagers making so many cats? Well, I guess every time I tame one, it removes it from their point of view, right? I'm going to have like every single cat type pretty soon. Well, I'm going to run out of fish. And I really have to like get them with the leads. They run away too much without doing the leads. Okay. Oh, I'm going to trap you in here because you're not going to be able to get out, are you? Nice. Gotcha. Boop. There we go. Hey, you're mine now. I'm going to need a name for this one too. Yeah, he's kind of that like a beige, like a cream color. Can't think of a good name for you. However, I will bring you over here with these guys. These are all the cats that I added to my family today. Boom, there we go. So guys, I need a name for Orange Cat, and I need a name for our new Tan Cat. So, throw them in the comments. This one and this one. Because we named everyone else. Okay. Let me get this back here. We still have plenty of fish. So, if we find another cat, we should be able to tame at least one or two more. Eventually, I probably need to make like the super XP farm, the zinc style XP farm with these guys. I'm not doing that tonight. I have to remind myself of the construction of that thing, and I have to figure out where I was going to put it and everything else. Yeah, I'm not doing that tonight. What can I do for the next 45 minutes? I'm kind of new in this world. I'm not new in this world. I'm renewed. You know what? Can I go? Let's go see what we did with the netherite from last episode. I mean, that was so many months ago. I don't remember. I do have 3 more netherite ingots here, though. Why am I not using them? Probably because I don't have diamonds. I don't have the diamonds to make... Oh, yeah. I need... Where are they? I need diamonds to make more of these. Well, maybe we should go looking for diamonds then. Why not? Let's go looking for diamonds. Do we have a mine in this world? Do we have a diamond mine? Do we have a, I don't remember. I thought I saw something over here. There was something over here. This, but I don't think this is a diamond mine. I think this might be like was this? We'll find out. I feel like this was something like a zombie spawner or something that was probably found like really early on. It's definitely not going low enough for diamonds. Yep, that's exactly what it was. A skeleton spawner. I mean, I get skeletons from my XP farm, so I really don't need them. Do I not have, like, a diamond mine in this world? Probably not. We probably haven't done a lot of, like, mindless mining. Probably all the diamonds I've found have been... No, there was, like, a cave... Yeah, there was a cave nearby that we were getting into from, like, a waterfall, right? Except, I don't know that was... Hello, Biggie. That was over here. Right, this right here is, like, Spawn Hill. Eventually, we're going to make, like, our manor house up here, right? And I marked our spawn point. Was that the spawn point, or was that the corner? That might be our actual spawn point right there. Yeah, this over here was how we got down underground. Yeah, okay, I'm remembering this now. Ooh. Oh, that's right. We got our donkey, our horse that's perpetually stuck in the waterfall. That's right. I remember that. Okay. That redstone torch was there for a reason. Whoa. What's going on? I don't have a shield up. Okay, shield. Oh, oh my gosh. I miss having good gear. I really miss having good gear. Did any of this go down into like a legit diamond mining area? This feels familiar coming down this direction, but this kind of took us to like a, oh my gosh, I'm getting a little too aggressive with this. This took us to a cave, right? A cave that was like where the lava, there was like a like an underground lake and a bunch of lava down here. Is that this way? This is all ringing a bell. Yes, but this isn't diamond level. This is just where we were getting like obsidian from, right? Do we have like an easy access to diamond level here? Is that what this is? Maybe that's what this was. This is minus 43. This is pretty low. This is feeling like... Is this it? Is this our diamond? This is a diamond level mine right here. Look how quickly I found this. All of that stuff we just ran through was all like... I was recognizing everything. This many months passed. Let me dump this and dump this. Alright, let's see if we can find ourselves some diamonds, and then we can use those few extra netherites that we have. What am I doing down here? This is not how I mine diamonds. Well, it is now. It is today. You know what? When I'm diamond mining, I do this. Okay. And Okay, there we go. Oh, gravel. Okay, what can I talk about while we're diamond mining? Because if I'm not talking, this is going to be some really boring stuff. Let's see. Do I have any other stories I can tell? I have like months worth of stories I could potentially tell. Where are the diamonds? I'm finding redstone, which is nice. I hear lava. This is more exciting when you actually find diamonds. Oh boy. Okay, I don't know if I want to do this for the next 40 minutes. This is going to be really boring. And I can't think of an interesting topic to talk about because it is getting late for me. And my brain is shutting down. I'll tell you what, let's go 5 more torches and then we'll turn around, okay? So this will be the first one here. 1. 2. There we go. That's number 3. Here's some diamonds. And by some, okay, 2, 3. Any more hiding up here? Okay, well, there was a couple. Okay, we got 2 more torches to go. That's 4. And that's 5. Alright, well, we found 1 patch of diamonds. That's 3 diamond blocks. You get, what, on average, something like 2.2 diamonds when using Fortune 3. So that could be like 6, 7 diamonds. It's enough to make 1 netherite template. I think there might have been some diamond blocks actually up in our chest as well, like some unmined diamond ore. So let's see if we actually have enough to make those last 3 netherite ingots into boots and a helmet, and maybe should probably do one of those before we bother with the. We really don't need the fortune pick to be netherite. I mean, it will eventually, but probably rather do the actual gear that we're carrying with us to be netherite. So now I gotta find my way back out of this ugly thing. It was up this thing, right? Okay. We went down there. This came back up into the lake. Yep, the lake with the lava. Oh, and the little glowy squids. And then this was our way back up to the surface. Okay, I can take this out of my hand now. Put that back up in case we run into some skellies. And this is our way out. Okay, the red torches, I think those redstone torches were kind of like the way to the entrance. Something. No, I remember I always got lost getting back out of here. I need to come up this way. It's nighttime, but that's okay. Oh. I need to jump up that way. There we go. Okay. Yep, this gets us back out. Fantastic. Wow, it's crazy. I have like... It's weird how our brains remember stuff like directions, like how to get around by landmark. Like, our brains are like really... What is going on? What's happening? What was damaging me? I have no idea what that was. It had to have been a skeleton shooting me from somewhere. But no, our brains are really, really good at remembering, like, how to get places based on remembering, you know, landmarks and directions and things. I know. I'm sure there's some people who are good at it and some people who are not good at it, but it's just something that our brains do. I mean, it's been since, like, probably before Christmas since I've played this world, and I just got up and down out of that cave like as if I just did it, you know, yesterday. All our little sleeping buddies. Y'all are so cute in your little beds. All right. Let's go ahead and sleep. We don't need to because we're pretty protected, but you know, phantoms and stuff. We don't want to go too many nights without sleeping. Okay. Unmined. Oh, look at that. We got 8. So now that's 11. So that could be potentially like 20 something. That'd be pretty good. Those go in there. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. This redstone definitely goes in there. Let's get rid of some of this. Do we have a deep slate block box? A deep slate block box? I just said that right, didn't I? Gravel and tough. All right, we can get this out of our hand. All right, I like that we found an extra one of these things, so I had one up here without having to craft it. All right, automatic block breaker, do your magic. And guess how many we got? So 11 of them, and we get on average 2.2 per. We end up with 26. So 11 times 2 is 22, and then 0.2 would be another 2, so 24. So we actually beat the average. Very good. That's good stuff. We beat the average. Nice. Okay. How many? We had 3, right? Okay, so let's see how many we need. Netherrack to make these copies. So let's see how many copies of our netherite template we can make. Oh, because it's like one. Okay, yeah. It's 1 per, and then you can get like 2 out of that one. Well, we need 4 total. 1 to keep, and then 3 to use. And look, we had just enough because we don't have enough diamonds for another one. It's like it was meant to be. We'll keep the one that we need here. And then these 3. All right, I think we're doing helmet, boots, and which one do we do first? Axe. We'll do axe first. All right, where's our thing? It's over here, right? Yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and stick those in there, and then we're going to do helmet, boots, axe. Very cool. It's been a while since I played a game where I'm like big old netherite Oda. Oh yeah, this feels good. This feels good. I miss it. I miss it. It's been a long time. I've been playing either like hardcore, super ultra hardcore, 2012, playing all this stuff, and I miss just regular high power modern Minecraft. I miss it. I really do. Let's see. Which is kind of brings me to another thing I was going to think about doing. So, the super ultra hardcore, of course, it's a limited series just by definition, right? Because it's you die and then it's over. So, just by definition, that is a limited series. So that will only go on for so much longer. Hopefully, quite a few episodes. As you can see, the one that I just put out the other day, I actually made it through an entire episode without taking any damage, which was pretty cool. Hadn't done that since the first episode. Oh, did I just hit? I hate that. I hate that. Mining these, you have to be so stinking careful that you don't accidentally hit the stems. Anyway, so that's obviously a limited series, so that's going to end sometime, right? Hopefully I'll get quite a few more episodes out of it, but I might only get one more out of it. You never know. Might get 3 or 4. Who knows? So that series will come to an end. The 2012, I've kind of decided, as we said earlier, that probably not gonna continue that one, because for all the reasons why I discussed earlier, which is just the nostalgia thing. It had its purpose. It got me back kind of in the mind frame for Minecraft. But then it's really just like I'm playing an old junky version of the game that's missing like a lot of things that I like about it. Look there's a missing one of these too. Let me get can you not craft those into slices? You stinkers. You gotta actually like punch them. Oh, that's right. And then you craft these into seeds. That's how it goes. Okay, here we go. Right, so that leaves no like ongoing series on my channel. It's not a bad thing necessarily. I tend to again I hate using that word burnout because I feel like it's such a cop-out that everyone uses, but like kind of get burned out on long run series, which is something why I was thinking about doing the more short run type series like the ultra hardcores and stuff like that. This I feel like I want to get this world going again. But this is a specific type of thing, right? This is I play literally one night a week. I'll play this world for 3 hours and that's it. The kind of thing that I want to do, I want to play the kind of world which would be more like an SMP style of play, which is I'm kind of playing all week and then putting out a single episode with my efforts from that week, essentially. And one thing that allows me to do is to do some bigger builds and stuff, right? So, so if you think about an SMP, when you take a week or a week and a half to work on an episode, you have time to like plan things, gather resources, and really build some cool stuff. And with these more short run, kind of more real time play series that I've been doing, I'm not really making that kind of stuff, right? I'm not making the cool big builds and everything. And I kind of miss that. So I sort of want a series that can help me get back into doing some of that. And don't need all of the seeds, okay? There we go. And again, I don't think that's going to be this world. This world, again, is going to be like one evening per week, right? So then all those other evenings, I will want another series. And the collab I spoke of, that's not going to be something that's going to take a whole lot of time. It'll be like, one evening or one afternoon every several weeks, so that's not something that I need to worry about like budgeting my time with. So anyway, so I kind of feel like I want to start up an ongoing series of a world where I can just kind of do cool, bigger builds. Like in my super ultra hardcore, I've been enjoying making this big fortress. It just feels like a larger scale that I miss doing. So, I was thinking about that, and I don't know what I want to do. Do I just do just a normal world, right? Like another term I hate, which is forever world. I do not like that term because I don't think anybody plays any Minecraft world forever. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure people do. But that kind of thing, right? Like an SMP type of world where, you're playing this one world for a long time, making really cool stuff, no restrictions, no holds barred, you're just doing it. So I could do that kind of a world. Or I could do a world with some kind of a restriction like, but then the restriction, then that adds, then I can't just build anything. No. Yeah, maybe I will do a world that's just unhindered, just basically like this world where there's no restrictions except for, of course, this world is one evening per session, long play. But I could have another world that is basically parallel to this, like no restrictions, which is more of a episodic, I can really build big stuff kind of a series. I don't know. What do you guys think? I was thinking, okay, so let me tell you where my brain was going with all that, because I didn't actually voice this. I was thinking about maybe doing something like the no crafting thing again, because I really, really liked that a lot. It's just was a really, really fun type of restriction to play with. But if I do that, then again, it's restricted, and I can't necessarily build all the big cool stuff I would really want to, because I'd have to work around that restriction of the no crafting tables. So that's probably not where I'm going to go with it. Probably not. All right. Anyway, and who knows what I'll do. I'm not promising anything, because I have to again temper my expectations, because again, the quote unquote burnout is a real thing, and I need to watch for that. Okay, so we got we got about 20 minutes. I can kill 20 more minutes. What can I do for 20 minutes? I can. No, I can't. Don't need anything over here. Well, let's just kind of take a look. Let's take a look now that we have like wings. Let's take a look at our world, our base, from up here. Oh yeah, Voxy. Look, you can get some of that where we opened up. Let's see. Let's get up on top of one of these big trees. Oh, no. There we go. Okay, so this is our base. We got some haphazard, random, really unorganized tree farming over here. We have still just the generic villager houses. We have our original early game farms. We have the perpetually under construction library. We have this, and we have this nether portal that's just in an old villager house. There's so much we need to do to this to make this a world, a home. Our manor house is going to sit up there because that incorporates the spawn area. This wall is just so needs to be replaced with something interesting. Thinking of that the walled-in area that we made in my super ultra hardcore world, and this makes this look so terrible. This is just a random stone wall to keep drowns from coming up and killing the villagers. Yeah, we need to do something with this village. I cleared out some space over there to kind of flatten things out. We need to start thinking about what we actually want to do with these. I kind of like having villager houses and keeping these guys over here. But really, that's just kind of, for lack of a better word, that's just like almost like villager breeding. Well, we have the villagers in the library. We don't need any more librarians. We have all the necessary books. Eventually, we could get all the books. We have our stick traders in here. What are these guys? These guys, we have a farmer, but we could have like various random villagers. Like we could have an armorer and an armor smith and a weaponsmith and all of those guys. And then each one of those could like have their own house, maybe, in here. That's something we could think about. I like that idea. Our ghast garage could be a little better. That was just my original extremely basic design that me and Zinc kind of figured out in our world together. That we could do something more interesting for the ghast. We could do something a little bit more formal for the tree farms. All right. So that gives me a lot of things that we could potentially do. Let's think about starting with something that's going to take up the most space, which would be the formal tree farm. You know what we also need to do is find more trees. We're missing pale oak. Are we missing anything else? Do we have everything else? We have mangrove. Yeah, we just don't have any currently planted. Okay, so this is how I have to do it. Original game. These two. Boom, boom. Oak, birch, and then spruce and jungle. And then we got dark oak and acacia. And then start coming the special ones. Cherry, mangrove, bamboo wood. It's not a tree, but it's wood. And then there's the pale oak. And I think that's it. So we need to find a pale oak forest. So now, do we have a dark oak forest anywhere in our known map? Because now that we have wings, it makes traveling to something like this way easier. Let's see how our map is filling out. Also, I don't remember what version that this original world was created with. Man, we've really explored quite a lot of this, haven't we? I could do that thing where you clean up the unused chunks. I should look into that. You know, because then it could generate some of the new stuff like sulfur and all of that. I'll look into that. My friend Vaude, which by the way, you should check out his channel. My friend Vaude. How can I direct you to his channel? Vaude is his name. Really, it's his character name is like the Vaudeville, but he shrinks it down to Vaude. Why did I just bring up Vaude? Oh yeah. He had a kind of a video where he showed how to clean up your world. There's like a tool that you run, and every chunk where you've spent like less than like 2 minutes in or something like that, kind of gets erased because it just assumes that you've done nothing there except travel through it. And then that way they can regenerate with the new version. Okay, I saw one dark oak forest, and it was small, and it did not have in it. So where was that dark oak forest? I'm already lost where that was. Again, was this the version that had pale oak? I'm pretty sure it was, but it might not be. But you know what? If I explore new chunks, so here's the dark oak forest. So if we can come up this way, where is that? That's a far away. But with an elytra, that's not terribly far, and we've got 15 minutes. So let's just do that. We got some elytra. Let's fly to the northeast and see what we can find. See if we can get far enough to get to that dark oak forest, and then see if we can find some pale oak trees. Yeah, I think I might look into that tool that deletes out all the unused chunks. I'll look into that. Well, what do you guys think? Should I do that? I feel like I should, because I feel like there's going to be I don't remember what version I created this world in, and I feel like I would love to find some of the newer stuff closer. What is this? This is like it's like a half of a boat. Okay, why am I coming down here? Do I need to be in here? I've already been here. No, I haven't. Hey, I'll take it. If I can get out. Anything interesting down below? Let me in here. Hey, that's interesting. Oh gosh, we're like right here. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this while we're here. You know, I was priding myself on being able to get these things without having to pull up the coordinates, but like every time I do it lately, I feel like I'm off by a block or two, and then I can't find it. I think it's there. Oh, I got it right this time. Okay. Ooh, hey, there's a diamond. That's nice. Cool. Don't need the sand. Don't need the... Well, we'll keep it. We don't need the leather. Okay, there we go. All right, we were going northeast. How's that? Oh gosh, we got a ways to go, don't we? But see, we've been out this way because all of this stuff has been discovered. You know, it used to be that whenever you would view the map, you would continue moving, and you could actually see yourself moving on the map. It seems like it pauses you now when you open this map. I don't know when they changed that. You know, even if I finish recording this tonight, I still think this is going to come out Tuesday, because it's a little too late for me to actually, even though this is very little editing, I still would have to do a tiny amount of editing and rendering, and I have to make a thumbnail, and I don't want to do that tonight because it's getting too late. Ugh, nothing in there. Okay. Alright, so even though I feel like I'm going to finish the recording tonight, I think this episode will still not come out until Tuesday. I guess you'll know, because you'll be watching it either on Tuesday or on Monday. Oh, look at there's no... Okay, why am I stopping at all the ships? I really don't need this stuff. I was looking to see if we could find a pale oak forest. But I can't resist. Hey, there's another buried treasure. Where's this one? Well, it's northeast. That's the direction we're going. Great. Okay, that works. Oh, and it's like right here as well. Okay, let's see. So I always point myself north, and then you get yourself to where you're like right in the middle of that X, and then like right there, and then you scooch up until you got like the tiniest sliver left, and it should be straight down. Oh, I was one off. Close. Oh, nice. More diamonds. Very cool. Don't really need a bottle of enchanting. Alright. Let's sleep and then go back to flying northeast. I feel like we can at least find this dark oak forest. I will stop stopping at these boats. Let's see if we can get to this dark oak forest. Hey, there's a mangrove swamp. We're getting closer past this mangrove. There's the dark oak forest is up ahead. And then hopefully we'll find a pale oak in there. I'm pretty sure we didn't have pale oak. I know one of you is going to be like, I saw pale oak in the whatever chest, and Oda, you just missed it. Like you overlooked it. If that's the case, no, because our map is up to date, and there was no pale oak forest on our map, so we have not found these yet. Okay, is this dark oak? Okay, we're starting into dark oak forest territory, which means we could find one. Hopefully we find one. This is very oceanic over here, which feels like these things are usually in these mountains, right? Like the pale oaks are usually like high up in the air. Okay, I feel like that bit, was that the whole thing? We came out all the way this way, and this is the whole thing, huh? Well, if there's one, there should be more, right? Is that how this works? Okay, well, we'll go for a couple more minutes, and if I find one, then we're going to be in luck. Otherwise, I might just end it and then fly home off camera. There's a cherry tree thing. Cherry Grove? Is that what they're called? Cherry Grove? I'm looking for... Does dark oak typically like border other forests or something? That's the one we just came from. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just. I'm down like half a stack of rockets already. What am I seeing here? Am I seeing anything that looks like pale oak or dark oak? Not yet. Yeah, that was the whole thing. No, that's jungle over there. So it's surrounded by like jungle. It's surrounded by other forest types. And there's more forest types. Okay, yeah. So let's just go this way. Let's see if one appears over this way. We'll go for 5 more minutes. Yep, there's one. Can we get a pale oak? That'd be nice if we get a pale oak in here. Oh, this is a nice big one, too. Oh, we're already seeing water. See, I'm not seeing anything tall. Of course, it could just jut up like something like that, right? Like that's feels like the elevation is increasing, maybe? Are we gonna get pale oaks over here? Teasing me. Like over here, see? Oh, there we go. There it is. Nice. Nice. Okay. So we're going to wait. We're going to it's almost, what was it? It's Minecraft time. It's 10 o'clock. So we got a little bit, we probably got about 7 minutes until it's nighttime. And then I want to at least get some the sap. What's the sap called? I always, every time I try to talk about this, I forget what it's called, and then I stop talking because I don't know what it's called because I don't want to sound dumb. Sap, resin. That's what it's called. The resin. I could luck out and actually chop into a tree that has a heart in it, but so basically, if I want to get resin, I either need a heart or I need resin, because you can craft a heart with resin and logs. So if I don't find a heart in the next couple minutes chopping trees, then we'll have to wait until nighttime till a guy appears so that we can get resin. Of course, that will also lead us to a heart, but most importantly, the resin will get us to where we could craft a heart if we needed to. And then we could farm resin once we have enough to craft a heart. Which I didn't even realize you could craft them. I only discovered that recently. I thought you could only find them. Am I getting very many saplings? I'm up to only 4 saplings. I have to pay attention to what's falling out of these trees. You know, turning on hitboxes usually helps me with that whenever I'm chopping down trees like this. Okay, I do have Silk Touch. Okay, I was gonna say if I do find a heart, I need Silk Touch for it, I believe. But my axe does have Silk Touch on it, which is good. Okay, we haven't found a heart yet. See, the hearts don't show up, I think, as far as, well, they only show up in naturally spawned trees. Like, you can't, you'll never get one in a tree that you grow. But even with these trees, like, I think it's only in some of the trees. Like, it's not in, it's in a small percentage of them. Which is why we've already been through several trees already and haven't found a heart yet. Wait a minute, I thought we already had... Did we already have... Maybe did we get pale moss off of a trader or something? Because I thought we had pale moss in... Whenever I was like looking at stuff, I thought we saw pale moss in one of the chests. We must have gotten some off of a... what's going on here? Oh my gosh, my inventory. Good thing I have shulker boxes. Here we go. And there we go. I miss shulker boxes. It's been a while since I've played where I've had shulker boxes as well. Let's see. Anyway, I was saying I thought I remember seeing pale moss in our chest, so we must have gotten that from a wandering trader. If I'm remembering correctly that we had pale moss. Alright, let's keep chopping down trees. We're going to chop down trees until nighttime hits. Whichever comes first. If we find a heart on our own, great. Otherwise, we're going to stay here until nighttime. I like the sounds of the wood creaking and the tapping and stuff. It's pretty cool. Background sounds. How many trees we've cut down already and we haven't found a heart. That's how rare these things are. And the resin, I think you can just punch that off, right? I don't think you have to, like shear. I don't think you need shears to get the resin, because once the creaking does show up, right, he's going to be putting resin on the tree. And I think you just get it by punching it, right? It's not something I've messed with much yet. Well, it's almost nighttime, so... Wow, look how many trees we've knocked down. We haven't found a heart yet. I think I remember seeing a YouTube video where someone was showing you like how to get the hearts. And he literally just went around and just lit every tree on fire. It's like, well, I guess that's a strategy. I guess you'll find them quickly that way. I don't know why I'm collecting this stuff. If I have pale moss, I probably don't need to be collecting it. Now, when you grow the trees naturally, do they get the vines, or are those only found in a pale oak forest? Are those only naturally spawned, or do they come with the trees you farm? Because if those are only existing here, then I'll probably want to shear some of those, huh? Alright, we should start getting creakings showing up pretty soon. The sounds are so cool. Oh, I love how these things look so cool when they open up. Oh, you know what? It's a little cheaty with this on, with these guys. Okay. I was just using that so I could see the tree drops. Alright, fella. Where's your heart? Okay. Where's it? It's this direction. I see you're saying it's this direction. Okay, let's go this way. Follow me. Come follow me. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Still this direction? Oh, there it is. Oof. These guys are quick. So there it is. Okay, you can punch. No! I don't have a shield. I started eating a carrot when I tried to put my shield up. I'm so glad he didn't kill me. If he would have killed me just then and I went back to spawn, I'd be very upset. I'd be very, very upset. Is that the heart? We got the heart. We got the heart. Nice. And now we can make as much resin as we want. Okay, you know, I'm getting out of here because now I hear zombies coming and I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. I got what I came here for. Let's get out of there. Anything over here that's going to kill us? Yeah. Oh gosh, guys, I just want to get my bed out and get away from you guys. Okay, where are we gonna land? Let's go land over by the lava. This light will stop anything from spawning, right? Oof. That was a hit. Okay. This is fun. I feel like I haven't played this recklessly in a while. Just flying around and smacking into stuff. I only have 21 rockets, but I do have more in my ender chest. And we're now over the 3-hour mark. So let me go somewhere safe where I'm not going to have a creeper sneak up behind me when I say goodbye. Oof, that hurt. Let's go say goodbye amongst the lilacs, or whatever these are, peonies. There we go. Where's my goodbye screen? There's my goodbye screen. Hi, guys. This was fun. So yeah, this is cool. I plan on doing this this long play world a little bit more often. Now that I'm back into it, I kind of miss this world. I kind of want to finish that library and do a bunch of other stuff. So I'm already pretty far along in the game. So it's kind of nice, like jumping into a game where I've got good gear and everything. This is really, really cool. So you're gonna be seeing more of this. Hope you like it, because you're gonna see more of it. I'm probably going to try to do one of these a week. I think that's about what I was doing last time. They were usually coming out midweek. I usually record it on like Monday or Tuesday night, put it out on like Wednesday, midweek. So we'll see if we can start doing that again. And well, hello, chicken. I got a little buddy. He wants to share the spotlight. Well, guys, I really, really hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one. And I'm going to fly home off camera tomorrow after work because it's really late now. So good night, y'all. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.